used to having a mic in my face. Good afternoon. My name is Sherrie Wong, as everybody knows. I'm a member of this congregation, and I'm going to do a presentation on opioid support for families. I haven't given a presentation in about 10 years, so. Okay. Okay, for the agenda, we're going to learn what opioid addiction is, impact on opioid addiction on families, support and resources for families, effective coping strategies for families, and promoting awareness and advocacy. Okay, what are opioids? Types of opioids are Demerol, oxycodone, hydrocodone, fentanyl, Vicodin, fentanyl, it's on there again, I don't know why, morphine, and Percocet. Opioids block pain signals from reaching the brain, effectively reducing the perception of pain for the user. The euphoric effects of opioids can lead to misuse and addiction, posing significant health risks and societal issues. I'm not going to go through all of these statistics, but in 2022, all opioid deaths in Georgia totaled 1,976. Representing a rate of 18.1 per 100,000 residents. Overall, deaths increased 130% from 861 in 2018. An annual growth rate of 23.1%. Let's see. This represents an overall increase of 398% and a compound annual growth of 49.4%. Heroin is a specific type of opioid drug, and overdoses decreased from 300 to 155. This represents a decline of 48% in the average annual increase of 15.2%. Genetic factors can significantly influence the likelihood of developing an addiction, making some individuals more susceptible than others. Environmental influences such as family dynamics, social interactions, and community environment can play a crucial role in addiction risk. Pre-existing psychological conditions like anxiety or depression can increase vulnerability to addiction, making treatment more complex. Individuals may exhibit drastic changes in behavior, including mood swings, secrecy, and increased irritability. Opioid dependence can lead to various physical health issues, including fatigue, weight change, and frequent illness. Social withdrawal is a common symptom, with individuals often distancing themselves from family and friends. Families can open their support groups and counseling services. Families can openly share their experiences and emotions without judgment, fostering connection and understanding. Counseling services offer families valuable tools for coping with addiction, helping them navigate challenges and emotional turmoil. Through group sessions, families learn effective strategies for managing addiction and supporting one another in the recovery process. This doesn't make sense. Okay. Educational programs can enhance families' understanding of addiction, enabling them to approach the topic with empathy and knowledge. Workshops can provide practical skills and strategies for families to support their loved ones struggling with addiction effectively. Through education, families can gain the confidence to address addiction issues and foster healthier relationships. Families need to be aware of various treatment options available for addiction, including therapy, medication, and support groups. Understanding insurance coverage is also essential for families to access the necessary medical treatment for addiction recovery. Families must be informed about their legal rights concerning addiction and recovery, ensuring they can advocate for themselves effectively. Too long, probably. Developing a strong support network is crucial for building resilient individuals and families. This network can provide encouragement during tough times. And part of what we're trying to do is get churches and people involved with faith-based treatments alongside the medicines and the regular psychological treatments that they do. Adopting healthy coping mechanisms is essential for managing stress and building resilience. Techniques can include mindfulness, exercise, and hobbies. Fostering open communication with the family enhances emotional support and strengthens relationships. It allows for expressing feelings and resolving conflicts. Effective communication helps families understand each other's perspectives and feelings, reducing misunderstandings. Learning conflict resolution skills enables families to address issues constructively, promoting healthier interactions. Improved communication and resolution skills strengthen relationships within the family, fostering support and understanding. Okay, now I gotta do this. How am I gonna do this? All right. All right. Here is a video about the use of Narcan, which is used to reverse an overdose of opium. Connect to the internet. I'm offline. Mm-hmm. Huh? I think it's embedded. I don't know how to do embedded. It says connect to the internet. Oh no. It's not going.
Sherrie, I would continue with your presentation and then we'll see if we can play that video after, okay?
Okay. Uh-oh, where'd it go now? Oh, it's on. How do I get back? It's not letting me back. I don't know how to get back on this because it's in YouTube. Okay. Okay. Is that there? Okay. All right, sorry about that. I didn't realize that it wasn't connected to the internet. Narcan is used as an emergency that can be, and it can be administered by anybody who knows how to do it. It is a nasal, let's see, where'd it go? Is it going back? It did, okay. It comes in a package of 2 like this, and you put it in one nostril, and then if they don't come to, you put it in the second nostril. And you can do it a couple, 3 or 4 times until they come back. There's no side effects, there's no nothing. There is a website that you can go to, and you can order these and carry these around yourselves.
It's a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're saying you can do it 2 or 3 times, is that from the same thing, or you?
No, you have to, you do one in the nostril, then the other nostril, and then you open up the next package and do the same thing if it doesn't work.
And then call 911. Then call 911.
Yeah. First thing you want to do is call 911, or have somebody else call 911. Okay, maintaining physical health through regular exercise and a balanced diet is crucial for overall well-being. Participating in hobbies and interests promotes mental health and personal fulfillment. It helps reduce stress and enhances creativity. It is important to seek personal support when needed to navigate life's challenges and maintain mental health. So don't be afraid that if you're feeling down or whatever, to ask for help. There is no stigma attached to that. Okay. Families can play a big role in advocating for necessary policy changes that increase access to treatment for opioid addiction. When families unite and raise their voices, they can drive changes in policies affecting opioid addiction resources. And I believe they are starting to cut back on some of the resources through Trump and his funding. I'm not too sure about all of that. Your church or place of worship can be a safe space and a valuable resource in the community. And what we're trying to get at, people seem to think that opioids, or taking drugs or opioids, is a choice. It may be a choice the first time, but with opioid addiction, it becomes, there's a chemical makeup or thing in the front of the brain, frontal lobe, that does pleasure and pain, and that gets activated, and you can't stop it. You have to have treatment. You can't just say, oh, I can stop tomorrow. It doesn't work that way, not with opioid addiction. So just one time. Now, what the problem is these days is they're cutting it with fentanyl, which is making it more deadly. One small dose of fentanyl can kill you. So if you're mixing it with this, it's killing people. Community involvement fosters a supportive network for families affected by opioid addiction, helping to alleviate feelings of isolation. We're not alone in this. We have each other, and we can help each other. It takes a village. Participating in local initiatives not only raises awareness, but also provides families with essential resources and support systems. Activism within the community builds solidarity among families, encouraging shared experiences and mutual support in facing addiction challenges. Family members often experience fear, anger, and helplessness when dealing with a loved one's opioid addiction. Establishing support networks is essential for families to cope with the emotional challenges posed by addiction, or posed. Addressing feelings of fear and helplessness through communication can greatly enhance emotional well-being. Stigma can drive families of those with opioid addiction into isolation, making it harder for them to seek support and help. Fostering open conversations about opioid addiction helps reduce stigma and encourages families to seek the help they need. Educating the public about the realities of opioid addiction fosters empathy and understanding, reducing stigma and its harmful effects. It's not going. Oh, there we go. Okay. It is essential to understand the complexities of opioid addiction and its impact on families to provide effective support. Access to resources such as counseling and support groups is crucial for families dealing with addiction challenges. Advocating for families affected by opioid addiction helps bring attention to their needs and promote healing. By fostering resilience and navigating challenges together, families can build a path towards healing and recovery. I believe that's it, yes. Okay, I know that people seem to focus on the addicted person, and a lot of times families and friends and neighbors and people in the community are left out of it, and they don't know how to deal with the the feelings that come along with it. Opioid users often, or OUD, I think it's called, they, because they have to have it, they will steal from family and friends and neighbors, and they'll do anything to get it. And so, if we're on the lookout for that, we can ask questions. Ask questions. If you think somebody you love or you know is using drugs or is addicted to drugs or uses opioids, ask them about it. Not necessarily confront them in a bad way, but say, hey, are you having problems? Are you using fentanyl, or are you using opium? Are you using, even Percocets, which is you get right from the doctor all the time for pain. And my feeling is because the families are sort of kind of left isolated by themselves, we need to teach the community as a whole about the stigmas that come along with it and help with the families. And that's where the church can come in, because people come here to church and they feel safe, and they know that if they say, I'm addicted to opioids, that you're not going to condemn them, you're not going to judge them. You might try and find ways of helping them and talking with them. Are there any questions? Yes.
I was just going to say, I've been sometimes prescribed a thing that is an opioid. I try to take none of it, or
Right.
maybe take one pill, but do you have any idea how soon or how much you
Well,
take to get
if you take it as prescribed and as little as possible, if you can take ibuprofen or extra strength Excedrin or whatever, and that helps make it bearable, do that over the opioid, because it is very addicting, and it, you know, yeah, you get, yes, you can get jittery and, you know, all, everything. So, you know, but if you take it as prescribed, only, you know, as, you know, needed, if nothing else works for you, then you can go ahead and take your opioid. But don't be in pain. You know, just don't. Yeah, and like if the doctor says, okay, for 5 days you take it, and you only need it for 3, only take it for 3. You know, it's not like other medications where they say finish your prescription. It's like you take it as you need it, and if you don't need it, don't take it. Yes.
I guess my question would be, these doctors are still prescribing this.
They
It's
still,
almost like they need
yes,
to be
and
educated on all of this.
that's another thing that we need to be educated on. But a lot of doctors now are not giving it. Even if you act, you know, I mean, they'll give it to you in the hospital, you know, while you're recovering from surgery, but they don't want to give it to you. And, you know, and unfortunately, you know, a lot of times when you go into the ER, something may seriously be wrong with you, but because you're a drug addict or whatever, they think you're just asking for drugs. And then that causes problems because sometimes there really is something wrong besides, you know, the effects of the addiction. Oh, uh-oh.
I'd like to add that opioid addiction is a lifelong,
Yes, yes, that's right.
it never ends,
Mm-hmm.
even though they may be clean and that, you
Yep.
know, but it is lifelong. The commitment of your family and your church is so important
Yep.
because without it, you can fall apart really fast. You know, so the people surrounding the opioid addict
Yes.
is just as crucial as it is for the person
Yeah.
who's taking the opioids.
Right, because the next time they take it just once, they're back to as addicted as they were before. Yeah. Just like with alcohol, you know, if you take one drink, there you go, you're a drunk again, I guess is what, that's not a nice word. Oh, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to share that I've had experience with a family member that if they're taking it for chronic pain, it stops working after a while. And
They have to take larger and larger and larger
then
doses.
it's the point where they can't give you anything else, and then you have no way to ease their pain. It's really difficult.
Use the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, it was brought up that once you take opioids, they will become, you need to take more and more and more to get the same effect as you did the first time you took it.
I'm talking about somebody that's taking it for pain, not to get high.
Yeah, well, that happens, you know, because they're on it for so long, they become addicted to it, and it's not necessarily an addiction, but your brain wants more and more and more and more, and it takes more to get your body to affect. Also, as was brought up, it is a lifelong thing. Even if you've been clean for 10 years, if you don't continually have support of family, friends, church, you know, or, you know, even going to see your, you know, for mental health issues, you can get, it's very easy to fall back into the routine. And like I said, once they take it once again, that's it. They're just as addicted as they were before. Okay.
Sherrie, thank you so much for the presentation. We really appreciate it. And just to let everybody know, we're putting this on the Tis Grace YouTube page, and we're going to put the link to that Narcan video in the description box. Yeah, so
You have it, or I need to do it?
We'll do that afterwards, but we'll get it on there. So if somebody wants to watch that, they'll be able to just
Okay.
go to this video and then look in the description. Thank you so much, Sherrie.
Oh, thank you. There is a post-survey to be done, just so, not so that we can say, okay, well, you weren't listening, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. it's to find out how effective my presentation was, or if you learned anything from what you knew before. So that's why we have the 2 surveys.